good day. This is Wolf Howl at the Wolf's Howl, and we're back for some more Baldur's Gate action. Continuing the journeys of Zakara, the Dragonborne rogue. So let's see what kind of insanity we can get ourselves into today. And of course, we're just waiting for it to finish loading. Okay, so we just finished doing a lot of shopping and not so petty larceny.
Never wanted the easy path.
So now we do one of the most important things that we need to do. Go recruit Karlak and Will.
Take your time. Get a feel for it.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses? Kichoki, fine.
Thanks. What do you want from me? On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, thought we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side. And I just ran.
The map. Show me.
No hard feelings.
And again.
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
The tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Did you just say teethling?
I am unfamiliar with the, well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Fey run. The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Swing and... Good work, kids. You're all heroes. Each and every one of you.
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing. Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder waves?
Swing and swivel and wait.
Wait.
No, no.
Okay, so I can sell off all those spells.
Wait.
Wait.
Now lunge.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you.
I
can
believe
do
in you,
this.
Jimmy Carter.
Kind words in unkind times, my friend. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Yes, and we both carry the parasites.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space for me to squeeze in.
If I must, I must.
Let's make this happen.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Names strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Any questions, children?
Right. I've got food, water, my dagger.
One more time.
Better not be cursed. Open up. I want to have a word.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Let us see, what weapons do they have now? Ooh, magic rapier. Grab that for Will. Grab that for Will.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Sharp as ever. I missed it.
Oh, we already have a magic rapier for them. Well, I'll just hold on to that for when I can start dual wielding rapiers. Now let's see what Will would look with pale orange dye. Ridiculous. Let's try regular orange dye. Better. Pale orange, we're just gonna sell you off.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Shoes. Where are my boots? Looking ahead.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Any lotions or potions? Hey, bother. Take care now, sweetie.
How long until Roland shows off his...
God, it's boring in here.
We're exposed now.
Need anything else?
Let me see your
Of
wares.
course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you. Your desire?
Never a dull moment.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you. The pride of the gate.
still breathing, despite everything. Wonder if the gods are watching me. I have something
You're
to
an
ask.
idiot.
We have something to ask as well.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Ah, no weapons worth buying. Ah, nothing there worth buying.
I miss my forge.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Any lotions or potions? Hey, bother. Take care now, sweetie.
Die if I met Eroic and reeking of this place. I'll never get this.
Better be cautious. What do we have here?
We have some petty larceny.
Using a 5-finger discount. Well, that's interesting. From your pocket to mine. Ah, nice. I can take what I please. Surely no one will notice what to take. Little bit of this.
All the spells.
What to choose. Never wanted the easy path. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Exposed now.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
At least things have stayed interesting. Best be on my way.
Salutations.
Animate dead. Okay.
Not enough to poison their blades.
I've got a long road ahead.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Let's get in and out. All mine. Interesting selection. Not up for trading today, I'm afraid. Little bit of this, little bit of that.
You're being arrested for theft.
Uh-oh,
If you
we
have a
got caught.
defense, make it now.
Let's try that again.
I just want a little look. I can take what I please. Well, that's interesting.
Being arrested for theft. If you
Apparently, he's very secure in his food.
Let's see what you're hiding. All mine. Using a 5-finger discount. Surely no one will notice. Not up for trading today, I'm afraid. What to take? Have to keep going.
Let's move.
Don't waste a step.
You're an idiot.
You sound like your father.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
We're exposed now.
Damn, truly. The pride of the gate.
Your blade's up.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
many people are dumb enough to ask.
Light on my feet.
True.
God, this is boring.
Okay, so no second magic sword.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Magic weapon and bestow curse. I don't think I have those two. But let's just double check.
Sylvanus be with you.
Excellent choice. Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon. I am not
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Which way did you're an idiot.
No, I don't have that. I don't think I have either of those. Okay. So, actually, buying 2 spells.
We're exposed now.
Instead of stealing them.
Be back in the gate by now.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you.
Alright. Enough lollygagging?
Have a lot on my mind. And, well...
Time to head out and find Karlach.
Feel like we're being watched. Why does this keep happening? I was joking about officer soup just a moment ago. Come on, Rick. Now what? We dig a hole and be done with
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to arm.
Strange things are happening to us. Festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
What's inside?
Goblin tracks. And far too many of them, too.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Have you wondered what people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint, though.
Dead goblins. Dead travelers.
Were they heading to the Druid's Grove?
Unsuccessful adventurers.
You're an impressive fighter, game. You should consider a new name.
Take it you have some suggestions?
The Wizard Wonder. Or, how about the Master of the Weave?
Tempting. But I think we might already have the maximum number of theatrical titles.
Strange. It looks healthy, but it's stone dead.
A dead boar. But it doesn't look like it's been touched by scavengers.
Shadowheart, if you please. Ah, thank you.
The carcass seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. You notice 2 small puncture wounds in its neck. Looking closer, you can see the skin around its face is desiccated. It's been completely drained of blood.
Snag some more free food.
I saw you training those children. You were so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
Cruel words strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned a lesson, after all.
That might be worth a look. Not a chance I'll fit in there.
So, Will, what was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Ah, it was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for human flesh. An axe-bearing mountain of fur she was. Gave me a nasty scar.
I hope you don't mind if I don't ask to see it. So, Will with a Y. Why?
Why? That's right.
But why?
Why? A great uncle's name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
Defender of the people. Best foot forward.
My faith will guide me.
Blade at the ready.
No one stopped me yet. One day I'll catch a break. What's hiding here? Is that blood? No, never mind. But that'll fit in my pack. That's curious.
What's next, I wonder?
time to rest. Very well.
It's been a while since these two breathed their last.
I'll take that. A key. Wonder what it opens. I need a quick word.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you. Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you, her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She's a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her! That's enough to damn you!
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
You don't know what you're saying! You're asking me to trust a devil!
Gods, you're stubborn. Karlach's not a devil and you know it.
Listen to sense now. I don't want this to end badly for either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are...
I am Zakara.
Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. Turns out, I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going. Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by their short hairs. Sound good?
She's, perhaps a little rough around the edges. But I suppose I can be smooth enough for two.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. No room in your party. What should I do?
Keeping your greatest weapon in reserve, eh? An excellent strategy.
Let's hop. What's the story? So, Will, now that we've made peace, how about we get to know each other properly? What's your story?
Not so much a story as a pantomime. And I've played my part all too poorly.
Go on. We're listening.
It means that a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up.
You make it sound like a harvest of devils coming for your throat.
You're closer than you know. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll face my penance.
Penance? Should I be worried?
You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Hello, hello. Not too bad in yourself. How are things going in the UK? I'm doing quite well. Oh. Well, today isn't too bad here temperature-wise. It's, about 20 degrees. I'm in Canada. Of course it's in Celsius. 15's a nice, comfortable temperature. Now, let's see what...
Come on, let's go.
Let's see what pale green looks like on Karlach. Regular green is better. Well, if I find any white dye, I'll certainly give it a try.
All right. What now? How much farther can I go?
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Vance. Toll collector. Jumped to escape. Broken. Gold basement. Locked.
Locked in the basement. Fortunately, I found the key.
I fell. Dropped key. Anywhere. Away. Safety.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
No, it's been a bit jerky. probably maybe something in the background. Let me take a look. Yeah, I think it's mainly just that the game is a bit of a resource hog for my computer.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling. My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a
Oh,
lonely
indeed, it is
farmstead.
worth it.
I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. It was an even bloodier day, and a stronger foe. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means. I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the Grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. We should pay her a visit.
This is definitely one of my favorite spells.
Infernal servant. So long I've forgotten why. Zariel's brute destroyed me. The pact. Power. Fallen. Lady Zariel. Power. Strength.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Keep that beast away from us, you hear? Me, the beast? Now that's fucking rich.
Okay.
Cut it out. It's worse.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
There's something in the squint of his eye. You suspect he's lying.
Enough! Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlak, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back! On I go.
Heating up. Soldier.
I would like to rage.
Time to push my luck again.
Nice.
Battle favors the fearless.
Okay, Will, you go take care of them.
Watch and learn.
Aye, aye. Well, so much for peace.
This is my time. I found my mark.
Put my hands on everything. Breathe deep and move.
Fuck them. Fuck Thariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger!
Okay, Will, get out of there. Let Karlak, finish cooking.
Something good here, I hope.
What am I to do?
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look? Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down. High pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's
Gotta
a bit
hate
early
those
in the
shitty
game
bosses.
to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him. A weaponsmith, huh? Not sure if he's the guy, but I'd love to find out. A tune-up would do this rusty heart a world of good. Hey, the year, 10 air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlak, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. I'll mete out the best ones bit by bit, so you always have a reason to keep me around. Clever, right? Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. with people I liked, doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again. First things first, I need to get this engine tuned up. Thing's powerful, but it's been feeling volatile ever since I left the Hells. Can't be too hard to find an infernal mechanic round here, right? Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today. So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Nah, it'll be fine. Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens. Fuck yes! Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
Time to loot everything!
Wish I had a bag of holding. What's in here?
Alrighty. Just gonna send all the extra weight to Karlak. Inherited a new printer. Heather.
I'll give it a shot.
never get used to the stench of death.
Oh, excuse me. Oops.
Soldier.
Can't give up now. No traps, please. Trap. Be cautious. Step carefully. There's a trap. Something over there. Be wary. This place is trapped.
Looting, looting, looting. Keep the team a looting.
Always room for more.
Ooh, potions of glorious vaulting. That always comes in handy.
Be wary. This place is trapped. Be wary. This place is trapped.
There's something more to this. What am I missing?
Oh yes, this character is designed for picking locks. Yeah, my total roll bonus is 19 to 22, depending on how good guidance is. Right? Let's see, I think I'm level 3? Yes, level 3 rogue. Until I have been informed by my lady love, who made this character. Otherwise, yes. It's at the moment it's planning to be pure rogue. need to jump off onto Karlach again. Ooh, old floppy hat. That definitely goes to Karlach.
I wonder what the next move is.
Hey, good looking.
Let's get going. Be wary. This place is trapped. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Oh! Still can't get around having the occasional natural one. But that's what inspirations are for.
I'd love to, thanks.
Yeah, that's the best hat for Karlak.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Don't mind if I do. Let's have a look. Here we go.
Okay, now back to town!
someone toyed with them. Made the pain last.
Let's see.
What's that?
bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
That might be worth a look. Flowers, leaves, grass. Can't beat it.
I was raised in the city. I'm more used to feeling cobblestones underfoot than grass and fallen leaves.
Before I went to Avernus, I'd have agreed with you. Nothing quite like Baldur's Gate.
Hey, they all jumped across it the first try.
Nothing in my recollection, anyway.
Okay, now that I've finished looting everything.
At the ready.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly. I told you to go. There's death in your scent, but not in your words.
Scratch,
Still,
the goodest of boys.
You should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest. He's not my clan. He's my friend. Of course he will. And then we'll return home. He calls me Scratch. You can do the same. We were attacked. Cackling, furry things on two legs. And their smell, it was strange, rotten, evil. No, I won't leave him. If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Gunwick. Pack of gnolls, claws, teeth. Let us delivery to Baldur's Gates. In bag, standard issue from Trail.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
To do. Still breathing, despite everything. If not over, then through. No choice but to keep going. Breathe deep and move.
Finding my way.
up for discussion.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Oh man, a soul coin. Won't mind getting my hands on that.
Care to explain why you reek of the hells?
What was that second roll?
Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
Deadly! Wait till you see what I can do with that thing.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency.
Best foot forward.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Can't give up now.
What's next?
Swift as my feet can carry me. I should speak up.
Get out!
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
You're trespassing. This is my territory. How about this? You can stay if you keep those ugly feet on the ground. I'll even sweeten the pot. Found some weird smelling stuff on the ground. You can keep it, but these trees are mine. Follow the rules and I won't have to intervene. Got it?
Okay, I need to go AFK just for a moment while I check my laundry.
Looking ahead.
Alrighty, we are back. Thank you for holding on.
Need anything else?
Let me see your wares.
Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Let's see, what do you got here? Don't need that. Always need that. Got that. Got that. Got it, got it. Prismatic orb. Not sure if I got it, so I'll grab it. Oh, can't get much closer to balance than that.
Sylvanus be with you.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the...
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Any lotions or potions? Hey, bother.
Let's see, and what does she have? Red dye. Always have to have one beefy person in the party to be able to carry all the loot.
Take care now, sweetie.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized demono valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help. I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Avernus. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please. I've sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic, once you know what you're looking for. I can show you where I'd look. Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock if you're looking to load up.
Let's see. Magic weapons. No, don't need a short bow. Armor, we're all good. Longbow, no. Nope, nothing worth buying. So we just sell. And it's like, you know, intestines, severed heads. The merchants are like, yeah, no problem, I'll buy that.
Forged from the heart.
Hell's take me. What I wouldn't do for the best tools.
Gods is boring.
Now head back to camp. Ooh, Withers wants to speak with us.
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still.
What are you doing?
Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them. Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
See if there's any conversations.
What's the story? Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints. Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about? Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you?
Oh, man. Lucky you. That's the dream. Maybe when this is all done, you can show me where you came from. My family home's long gone, but I'll show you my favorite chow hall in the city, if it's still standing. Soldier?
Might be useful.
I'm glad you decided to join me. Karlach's temper is a sight to behold. She'll need to be careful. That rage will burn her right out. Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects. Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
Need something?
No conversation there.
Isn't it glorious? Karlach's fury is a wonder to behold. Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Sathisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding. Not books, but slates. Wisdom so profound it is etched into stone. Truth as perfect as the queen who decreed it. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The plains are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
Karlach's all fire and fury. I pray to the Triad it doesn't consume her.
What's on your mind? Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for? magical. So, shall we?
Lovely day, this. No.
Keep the magical items in Gale's lunchbox, for lack of a better term. And, oh good, I was right.
Still alive, so that's progress. Let's see what this does.
It puts us all to sleep.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Well, everyone to talk to. Well, since this particular playthrough we
Time
want
for a
to
chat.
romance Gale, he's our
Tiring
first
business,
conversation.
isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Hmm? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important. We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffuse the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Uh-oh, what kind of condition?
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
I think I'm going to need some more
I
details
can
on
say
that.
no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
God's damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
I deserve that. Consider me properly shamed. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mazora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mazora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word. Well met. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. She could kill me for one, and that's not the worst of it. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
We can beat her if we put our worms together.
We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet. Well met.
The Blade of Frontiers in the guise of a devil. I'd remark on the irony, but I'd hate to waste the breath. Still, it took guts to defy that petty patron of his. The Blade's sting is real.
Need to find a way forward. All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
So, Will did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns. Let that be a lesson to us all.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was. What's on your mind? We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
Now to talk to Shadowheart.
Something's wrong. I feel...
It hurts. Darkness, protect me.
No! I'm fine. Forget it. I don't know. I'm fine. It's past whatever it was. And stop looking at me like that. I'm not sprouting tentacles just yet. It's difficult for me to talk about. I'm sorry.
Ooh, that's not gonna work. I'll use an inspiration for that. I got 3. Better. But not good enough. Ugh. There we go. Oh, no, I'm still 1 short. No. Ah. And that blew all my inspirations.
Please. It's nothing. Just let it rest.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage. Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
More for me?
Scratch showed up.
Stop me yet.
The goodest of good boys.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Puppies!
Master. Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
And with that, I think this is a good place to call the stream. So let's just... I will possibly be back after work on Saturday or Sunday, depending on how I'm feeling. I'll definitely be back on Monday. But until then, thank you very much and have a great day.